Welcome, Peapotters. Welcome to our channel, the Peapods Podcast. I'm your host, Hubsik.
And I'm your co-host, Mark.
Alright, this podcast is made with the intention of providing you some entertainment. Now it's been some time. I wouldn't even say it's been some time. It's been a long time since we did one podcast because with what our busy lives and COVID-19. We've been trying to find a time to make the podcast, but because of our responsibilities, and Mark being in NS and me being in internship, it's been a very tough. It's been a very tough time. But you know what? It's okay. We found a time because eventually my internship will be ending in 2 weeks, and Mark is still in NS, so that's a
Forever.
Exactly.
It's free labor, dude.
It's free labor. Yeah, it's literally free labor. Okay, so just to catch up, what have we been doing? So Mark, you start first. What have you been doing?
Oh man. Okay, so I think the last time after we did our last episode, let's see what has gotten down. Alright, yeah. Okay, I remember I was doing basic theory. I was studying basic theory, but then the stupid thing is that it got cancelled because of, as in I did
COVID.
I did the practice paper and I passed it, but the stupid thing is when I booked for the actual paper, like the actual basic theory, it got pushed back because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
And then I didn't see that it was pushed back for 2 months. So when 2 months later, right, when I tried to book it, it said it was too late or something. So now it's pushed back to August or something.
Oh my god, that's actually very inconvenient because you literally already booked beforehand, but then because of restrictions and like safe distancing, you couldn't really do it yet, you know.
So essentially, it's been pushed back for like what, 4 months, I think.
Wait, when did you even book actually?
I booked in May.
You booked in May?
Yeah.
Let's see, May.
Now it's August.
Oh my god, it's already August. That's very fast. Okay, basically,
Yeah, it's 4 months.
Basically, my situation was the same. I booked in April my practical test. My theory test.
Yeah.
So it was in April. Then consider I did it last month. So it's been like a few months as well. So yeah, you know, COVID has a lot of like problems. We're facing a lot of restrictions in movement. I mean, we moved a lot, but the mask thing is really like restricting us from doing what we usually do. But before COVID was there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. There's some upsides, I guess.
What do you mean by upsides?
Well, there's work from home, and you don't even go to the office to work, dude. So that's like a huge upside.
Okay, so if you guys don't know, basically, I started internship back in, let's see, around March actually. That's a lot of time. So end of March, like okay, let's say early April, all the way until mid of August, and I've only been to the office. Wow, okay, I've only been to the office for 2 weeks, and each week 2 days. So essentially 4 days.
And now you're finishing internship. Wow.
Exactly, and all of it was at home. I don't know lah. There are good things and bad things when it comes to that. Basically, like it can be a lazy shit and you still do your work, and it cuts down on the what's it called, the commuting time. But I'm big. Okay, basically, I think most people know I work in events, and like to work in events you have to be out there. But because of COVID, that makes it impossible. And
What? But are you planning to stay in this field?
I don't know. I don't even know if this field will actually be viable in the next like couple of years. Like okay, you see, even they say in the aviation industry, it won't revive until 2024.
What?
Most likely.
Oh wow.
Yeah, from what Yahoo News reported. So if the aviation industry will not last until then, I mean will not revive until then. I don't know what the events industry. Don't even talk about the events industry, dude. I mean, like with even with phase 2, we have a lot of movement, but we still cannot have big large scale events yet. You know, as of now. Yeah. So what do you think about like that? Do you miss going to any events that you've been to?
Not really. I mean, no, not really.
Not really, because you don't really go to any events. Yeah.
The only event I went to, I went to for a concert once before. Okay, not even once, but like maybe a few times. And then it was fun, but like those are also like quite rare. Right? I mean, like it's not every year you go to for a concert.
Yeah.
And then there's also anime fest, right? Yeah, anime fest.
Yeah. So
But then-
yeah.
But then again, Anime Fest in the recent years here was kind of like, I don't know, it kind of feels lackluster compared to the couple years ago, and it's being more expensive now. So like buying an admission ticket is
How much was it again?
expensive.
For
I
like
think-
last year's, I think.
It used to be cheaper, but I can't remember. But now it's about $20+ I think to get an admission ticket.
Oh yeah, it's pretty steep price for like just admission. But yeah, you see, for you and for the normal people like us, we basically don't often go to events, even though we really like think we do, but we don't. But the thing is, the people who are affected by events are those in really big industries, you know, technology, business. They're constantly going to all these events to network. So now everything has to be done online, and it's a bit troublesome for them as well, you know.
Yeah.
So we were talking about masks before. So actually today, the main topic is masks. Masks is on everyone's faces now. You know, back before COVID even started, you will see one or two occasional masks people wearing because they're sick.
What isn't it a fashion trend like those Koreans?
Yeah, yes, exactly, dude. Like even before COVID, it was actually a trend for some reason. You know, some like kids, I don't know what you call them. What do you call them? Armies or like I don't know lah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Okay, basically like these K-pop fans. I think they're K-pop fans, you know, because
Yeah.
I've seen these K-pop stars like wearing all these like masks. I don't know, for some weirdest reason. So now it's actually a requirement. So it's not even like a trend anymore. It's just like a requirement. So this is really just gotta inform you all. This is really dumb movement in the US right now. Currently 1st August 2020. People are actually opposing the use of masks. And yeah, what?
Is it like those anti-vaxxers or something?
You know what? I think they belong in the same
Same category.
group. Yeah, same category especially. I mean exactly.
Yeah.
So it's basically like all these boomers and conspiracy theorists that make up all of these very untrue statements of that a mask has negative effects on you.
What kind of negative effects?
So what they've said before is that masks allow your immunity to weaken
What?
because okay, listen.
What?
It's gonna be
Wait.
very dumb. It's
What?
gonna be-
Okay.
This will release our brain cells. Masks will reduce or like or I don't know what's the word. Digress. I don't know. Regress your immunity because you're taking in less oxygen than normal
Okay.
because of the mask. And basically they're saying that it's bad for your lungs. It's and let me remind you again. These are all boomers saying all these kind of things. You know what boomers are, right?
Please enlighten.
Please. So boomers are anyone born before 1964. That's the exact definition. Anyone born before 1964. But anyone who has that mentality of wow, this new technology or like this modern like phenomena is actually ruining our American life or like our life overall. That's what I call a boomer.
Okay.
So okay, let's take it to perspective. What do you think about masks so far? You know, you've been using masks when you go to
so
work.
uncomfortable.
Do you feel uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, especially like when you sweat in it. Ah, shit, dude.
But I think ultimately you also know that it's necessary.
Yeah, I guess.
And do you know why it's necessary?
Like, wait, what do you mean? The mask is necessary?
Yes.
Or like asking why is it necessary?
Yeah. I was asking you why. Why do you think it's necessary?
I mean, it's kind of like a shield, right? It shields off the bacteria from entering. I mean, not the bacteria, the virus from entering your breathable holes. Wait, no, that sounds weird. You just basically don't want it in your system, right? So that's why you wear a mask. But then again, right, like, you know how they say a surgical mask is enough to keep the virus away, right?
Yes.
So what happens if you take like a next step? You know, you just wear a gas mask, and it's kind of funny because like I ordered a gas mask because I needed it to do some like resin work, right?
Yeah.
And then I was putting it on, and then my mom was like, "Wow, so now you're gonna wear a gas mask out now?" And I'm like, "Nah. It's purely for work."
Oh, you actually bought it already.
Yeah. So I was trying to like wear it for a while. Oh my god, it's actually like it's quite hard to breathe in.
Okay, yeah. So like, the point of the mask, I think you already get it. It's basically you want to. Okay, the real reason is you wear the mask is because you don't want to spread your germs or your like basically all the fluids all around you know when you cough or when you sneeze.
Your bodily fluids.
Your bodily fluids, exactly. It's not more of it's not really about the taking it in. It's the more of you releasing it.
Oh
so
yeah.
right. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting other people from getting your own fluids. So let's say you have COVID, because COVID doesn't have symptoms, you know, sometimes.
I thought isn't it like the flu symptoms or something?
I mean, if it's really progress, yeah, you get the normal flu symptoms like fever, you'll get runny nose, you got what's it called? Coughing. Yeah.
It's asymptomatic, right? Yeah.
Yeah, some cases are asymptomatic and they are they're known as the silent spreaders. They basically spread without them even knowing they have it. You know, you might have it now, I might have it now. But basically, yeah, this is a very important thing that we have to abide, especially in time now. Okay, I give you one good example right now of the bad experience of someone who hasn't worn a mask. So basically, there is this Republican, a Texas congressman. His name is Louis Gomer. I think it's Gomer. He's anti-mask. He's truly anti-mask, and he's a Republican, so I'm not really surprised. And he tests positive for COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, if it's a good thing for you, why would you even push it away? If you think about it,
isn't it the same as like anti-vaxxers? They believe like they don't want it. They don't believe in a vaccine or something.
Yeah. Okay. You see, people are listening to conspiracy theories which do not have any like foundation or any like substance at all. So they read and they believe and they internalize and then they practice, which is very dumb. And,
I guess.
And the sources that they get it from are all these other. It's basically a spider web. Like one person starts to say this, then it spreads, and then basically everyone gets infected by what they have said.
Or is it like the fake news and stuff?
Yeah, see, people are believing more about the fake news. So, there's another thing that someone has said in
What?
in Congress for a debate. Or is it called? I'm not sure. So, okay, so okay, let's see. So basically, what this woman said in response to like not wearing mask is, just like my vagina, it has to breathe.
What?
Yeah, and she's, I don't even know, man.
Wait, so is she saying she's not like wearing any underwear out?
Yeah, she's eating
what?
that.
Okay, that's just nasty, I
That's
guess.
so dumb, dude. Like, come on now. I mean, like, you don't have to say that. That's really disgusting. Like, that's a
where is the correlation?
There is no correlation because your freaking cooch doesn't breathe. What are you talking about, dude?
Exactly, dude.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
I'm really grateful that we live in Singapore because even though I think people are uncomfortable, they know ultimately that it is beneficial for them, and they just, and they like just abide by the law and just use it. You don't really have to protest such a very menial thing, if you think about it. Yeah.
The only real thing I don't get is that how do they get a political position if they have this mindset,
That's the thing. In politics, you can get any position you are willing to get. Like, okay, I don't talk about the GE because the GE is already another thing.
Okay.
Okay, but basically, I think you should know by now that anyone can be a politician.
Yeah.
So that is why we are seeing a lot of like dumb people in politics right now. I mean, you see the US president. He's like the biggest orange right now, man.
I actually don't know what's going on. I haven't really caught up the news recently.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't even know lah. Okay, this
the last thing I heard was him saying something like, if you don't test for the virus, then there'll be lesser cases. And I was like, dude, that's not how it works, man. And before that was him talking about something about injecting yourself or drinking bleach or something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I was like,
oh my god.
How? What's going on, dude?
My God. Yeah, dude. Like exactly. Like, why would you even recommend people to like inject antiseptics or like bleach in you, man? It's like,
And then because of that, companies had to make hand sanitizer taste bitter so kids don't drink it.
oh my God. Actually, it's really yeah. I mean, it's really bitter lah. But like, this isn't a thing we should be worrying about. We should worry about whether people are using them, not whether they'll be consuming it. You know.
Exactly, dude. I don't
Yeah,
know,
it's,
man.
it's pretty dumb. So what Mark has mentioned, like, President Trump has what did he say again? What did Trump say again just now? Your example, what was it?
He was asking people to.
No, before that. Oh yeah,
What?
the fever. He said that if we test less, we get less numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he passed meds or not, and he's a business mogul. I don't know.
I don't know,
Of
man.
course, the main fact, of course, if you test less, you're gonna get less numbers because you're testing less, you dumbass. Yeah, but okay. Yeah, that's literally what we have to see. But okay, you look at COVID. How long more do you think we have? Do we have for COVID? Like,
A while, probably like maybe end of the year or maybe mid of next year.
I'll be very skeptical to that because I think it'll be even longer. Because I remember right, like early on, we talked about what's it called? We talked about whether when we end, and a lot of us were hopeful that we end by around November. You know,
November? No,
Yeah,
I don't
some-
think so, man.
or not? Yeah, but basically, a lot of us were hopeful that it will end around that time. But the more I look at it, the more I see it's like unrealistic number lah, unrealistic guess.
There was a statistic. There was a statistic that a computer AI generated saying that it will end in May, and I'm like, nah. That's
Yeah,
never
dude,
happening.
the AI thing, right?
Yeah, it said May of this year, and I was like, nah, that's too soon.
That's huge BS, like actually huge BS. Like, why would you even give an AI to? I mean, they're not, the AI isn't that advanced. Why are you giving it a chance to actually predict the end of COVID? I don't think
Yeah.
this is a thing where you can predict. This is not like a World Cup series where you predict who's gonna win or some shit. Yeah, but basically, let me check. COVID. Yeah, I don't see any like near end very soon. But you know what? I really hope it ends soon. I don't know about you. Do you think you want to end it soon?
Not really. I'm okay with it actually.
Why did you say that?
As in, like, I'm fine with the way things are now.
Really? What if it gets
I mean-
worse? As the thing.
Like, how? Like, worse how?
Like even worse. Like okay, you see right now Singapore is still having like local numbers, and also the dormitory numbers. They're still on the rise. You know?
Only the dormitory numbers. The local numbers are very small.
Yeah, I just hope that it doesn't balloon up because right now phase 2 is still up and what's the thing? Phase 2 is still up and we are still having movement as if there's no COVID. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Actually
but gatherings are like cancelled basically.
Yeah, okay, that's a good thing. See, like I said earlier in the podcast, we had events is not doing so well. Yeah, so I guess that's what you can expect. Okay, so like honestly, we're gonna conclude this. Just wear mask lah. Just wear mask. I don't know why you have to debate whether masks are something that you have to use. You need to protect yourself and other people's, and the only way to do that is also by safe distancing and also wearing a mask.
Oh my god! Wait! Didn't you have a code for this yesterday?
What quote?
I forgot. It was a new code. Goddamn.
What was the quote? I think I did, but
Yeah. You said it. You said it before you left. I can't remember, but like it was supposed to be a new code they were supposed to use.
okay, honestly, I forgot it. Yeah. Okay, so before we end, if for any of our viewers who are still watching, please comment. Just comment anything. See if you would like any further future content that you desire and that you wish to see or hear. So I guess that's it, folks, for today's session. Any other remarks, please follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We'll put all of the links in the description. And we'll see you on the next podcast. Thank you guys.
Whoop,
Goodbye.
whoop, whoop. Bye.